Hey, Lo-Ryders, it's me, Lois, and I'm here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and Lernail Fletcher. Lernail. You have been walking around acting like a 2-year-old. Okay, let's be real clear. And you are still upset about a girls' trip when... If you didn't like the trip and when you was first upset and said you was leaving, why the fuck didn't you just leave in the first damn place? Okay, but you decided to stay. So now while you staying, you decided to be one of the complainants or whatever the flipping dip you call yourselves, one of the people complaining on the trip. And the only reason you complained is because it wasn't your idea. Let's call a thing a thing. It wasn't your idea. Everything was beautiful. Everything Melody laid out for you people was the bomb. And you know it. But you just had to find something to complain about. Okay? And Melody asked you to have her back. And you said, okay. Okay? But in the interim, you're complaining. And then you bring up the damn millimeters. Why was that needed to be said at a dinner table? You should have been one of the few people that didn't bring up anything negative at the table. Listening to everybody else bring up something that they had a problem with about Mel and Martell. First of all, why the fuck are we still talking about Mel and Martell? They've been divorced for eons. They have been divorced. Mel has moved on. And y'all people keep going back to that. And then you sit there and listen to the bullshit and agree with it and then repeat the stuff that has been said that you weren't even privy to because you weren't even on the show or you weren't there when all of these things were said. Season 1, all the shit that was said about respectful cheating and all that other baloney that was being said, you were not there. But yet and still, you seem to know everything that was said during that time that you were not privy to at that time. And then you're mad because you're considering yourself a mentor and Melody doesn't consider you a mentor. I don't consider you a mentor either. I don't give a flipping dip when nobody else says you was not a mentor. If you were the type of woman that was telling Melody that she need to stick it out and wait for her husband, that cheating sack of shit, to come home and decide that he want to stay in the motherfucking home and not cheat no more, then she would have been waiting for a long motherfucking time. Because that motherfucker had already said he wasn't going to give up them goddamn oranges when he was talking to Dr. Francis, alleged, in my opinion, with some actual factual. And yes, everything I say in this video is alleged, and in my opinion, was some actual and factual. But Lernail, I think you acted like a big baby. Okay, you went on a rant about the thing with Arion. Okay, we gave you a pass on that one. I didn't really give you a pass because I don't believe it. I believe that you were cordial to that woman because that was Martell's girlfriend. Period. I don't believe that you just turned around and she was right there and you were already smiling. Because if I'm talking to somebody and someone interrupts my conversation, I'm listening to what they're saying. So the expression on my face is going to change. I'm not going to be mid-laugh and hear what they got to say. I'm going to stop what I'm doing, say excuse me to the person I was laughing and giggling with, stop what I'm doing and turn around to the person that is now addressing me and saying, hey, Nell, I just want you to meet. And then boop-a-da-bop-a-da-bam. But no, you made it seem like everything is Martell's fault. He set you up, boopity-boppity-bam. You know he didn't set you up. You set yourself up. Because you could have, at that moment, at that juncture, said, nah, motherfucker, we not doing that. This is not what we doing. I'm not doing that. I am Melody's friend, and I'm not going to sit here and meet this woman and pretend that everything is Jake between us. But you did not do that. So then you had to come back and go on a rant and say why this happened the way it happened because that's what you said happened. I don't believe that. I'm just, because I've been in crowds, and if I don't want to talk to a motherfucker, period, I'm not going to talk to them. I will give them direct eye contact and look directly through them. There's absolutely no way I'm going to speak to somebody that I don't want to speak to, that is not my friend, that is harming my friend, or has talked about my friend to the depth that this woman has talked about Melody. There's absolutely no way. I wouldn't even consider shaking hands. That would have been, I would have looked like, what the fuck? And walked the fuck away. But you didn't do that. So you set yourself up. And then you complaining about this trip, still complaining about a damn name tag. She said she'd get you a name tag. Okay? She'll get you a name tag. But no, you can't let that go. And then you crying about being a mentor and all this other nonsense and talking all this crap that you talking. But I don't see any mentoring that you have done with Melody. You might have, and I'm not going to even say that you counseled her. I'm not going to be in agreement with that either, or agreement that you counseled Melody. I'm going to say that y'all had conversations, because the fact that you had to bring up that your mother was dying or whatever, and I'm sorry to hear that your mother was dying while you were doing what you were doing, goes to show that you weren't mentoring or counseling because it was a problem for you. Because I would have said, no, I can't talk right now. My mom's going through something, boopity boppity bam, blippity bloppity blah. And do you have a motherfucking license to be a counselor, okay? Or you like Destafoni's therapist or whatever the flipping dip she calls herself on that mentally ill Mondays, alleged, and in my opinion, with some actual and factual. What is it that you want from Melody? She has been nothing but the best of friend to you. And she has stood by you and said that is my friend. And she did not believe any of the things that she heard about you until she actually saw that interview. So what you need to do is own that shit. Don't blame Martell, because everything that was done was your fault. You could have shut the fuck up. If they ask you about Melody, well, I haven't talked to Melody today or last week, or I don't think it's my place to talk about Melody or give you any of her business, because I don't know what's going on, because you literally don't. Everything that you're getting and feeding back out into the internet or to the atmosphere is coming from Martell or any of those other people. Nothing you are getting is coming from Melody, because you haven't had any conversations with her. And if you were a true friend, you would have learned to shut the fuck up, keep my mouth shut. Let me talk to my girl Mel, and let's see how we gonna handle this. Okay? Ain't no way I'm gonna call you a friend, because I would have cut you off a long time ago. Let's be real clear. Okay, that video when Chris and his cousin were laughing about Melody and her singing and all that other stuff, and he thought that was funny. You didn't check him on that. You didn't say nothing about that. Look, that's my friend. That's wrong for you to do that. You didn't do any of all the disrespect that Martell Holt has laid upon Melody's doorstep and in her life. You have done nothing to protect your friend. Nothing to have her back. You just blamed her, said they both stubborn. Yes, she's stubborn, and she can be stubborn. She has the right to be stubborn. That man cheated on her for half of her motherfucking marriage. Why do I have to wait around for a nigga that has cheated on me for half of my marriage? Why? Okay, and from my understanding, alleged, and in my opinion, with some actual and factual, it wasn't that long that Chris was out, okay? Some people, it's a long time, but a year, 2 years, that's too long to be waiting on any man, okay? I could have moved the fuck on, okay, what I'm saying? You know, I would have moved the fuck on. If in the several months I haven't gotten my shit together and gotten over him, then something's wrong with me, and I blame me. Shame on me for sitting around waiting for a dog-ass nigga that's probably going to do the same thing again. How do you know that Chris is not cheating on you? Alleged, in my opinion, with some actual and factual. How do you know he ain't stepping out on you? Just because he shows you affection, love and affection, okay? Those are the greatest fucking, what is the word I'm looking for? The greatest blinders. Men have been doing that for eons. They will come home and love on their wife and give her gifts and take her places and so forth and so on, and do the same thing with their motherfucking mistresses. Or their whores, so to speak. But you acting like a 2-year-old is ridiculous. And I'm going to say this, Lernail, and I'm not going to say this anymore. You are older than Melody. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing about how you know I'm older. Melody's in her fucking 30s. She has not reached 40. From what you said, alleged, and in my opinion with some actual and factual, you're 50 plus. You are fucking older than her. If you're 40, you're older than her. If you're 39 and a half, you're older than her, because she just turned 39 on November 11th, okay? It don't matter. You are older than her. So you need to own that, okay? What I was told when I was growing up, You better be glad if you get to be my age and look as good as I do. Okay? So you need to wear that crown and wear it proudly. And don't be walking around trying to make age a factor about something that has absolutely nothing to do with each other. And stop letting Carlos King tell you what to say about your friend, because you got a lot of making up to do to Melody. Not only Melody, you have a lot of making up to do to the millimeters and to me personally, okay? And I'm just going to tell you that actually and factually. You have a lot of making up to do. And if I don't see that, you can kiss my funky emotion in Macy's front window at 12 noon, okay? Because that's another one bites the dust as far as I'm concerned, okay? Lo-Ryders, that's all I got to say about Lernail, because she getting on my damn nerves with all this pity partying and going on. I don't understand what's wrong with these people. Melody has taken the brunt of everybody's jokes, everybody's disrespect, everybody's lies, and has stood tall. And she didn't go crying like a little bitch in front of us, because we don't know if she cried behind closed doors. I'm willing to bet probably she has sometimes. Alleged, in my opinion, with some actual and factual. But she still came back to us with her shoulders back and her head held high and continued to do business, continued to take care of kids, continue to do all the things that she does, her property preservation, her clothing line with J. Bolin, and everything else that she does. She continues to do that with her head held high. And that's what the rest of these women are lacking. That's all I got to say. Please get down in these comments. Let me know what you think about these videos. Tell me what you think about Lernail and her bull crap and the crying and the whining and all that other. Mel, she sounds like a 2-year-old. I'm sorry. Okay? There's absolutely no reason for her to be acting like that. Okay? And then please like, share, comment, subscribe, share them with your family, your friends, your enemies, and people you do like and people you don't like, and all the other people in between. Please share my video. I would greatly appreciate it. And I want to know what you guys think about this video. So please get down on those comments. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. And I will see you guys in the next video. Wakanda forever. Mwah. Peace. I love you guys.